Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Reset! Grenade T! Let's go! Reset! Grenade T! And go! Reset! Grenade T! Reset! Grenade T! And go! Reset! Grenade T! Out! Go!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Zach Wilson and the New York Jets.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was... Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 16 carries, 114 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Watson's throw taken in by Collins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Watson on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Got an open man. It's QT. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Watson on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And Folk's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first down throw, Watson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Lindsey. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson. Going up top for Miller. Touchdown, Texans. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, Watson. Going deep this time for Miller. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man is QT, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on Deshaun, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Watson looks to throw again. Going up top for Miller. And now Watson throws another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start this offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. Brushing off defenders. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's second and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Watson off play action. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Watson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
off of play action. It's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 22 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a pass.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Now Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty. got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Watson's throw taken in by Miller.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And some room to work. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans extend their lead, and they are about to... The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Watson now to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Watson's going to throw it here. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From the 50, it's Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now to try again after the sack. Watson, he gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
Reset. Grenade team. Line up, go. Reset. Grenade team. Line up, go. Reset. Grenade team. Line up, go. Reset. Line up, go. Reset. Grenade team. Line up, go.
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even reached the top of your potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as...
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 16 carries, 94 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. From the gun on third, Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Steps away to his left. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Here's Lindsay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. It's Miller, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, it's Lindsey, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Powers, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cook. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
What we got? Watch 24 down, he's coming.
On first down, Watson. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fans up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now... The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Watson. Cooks on the quick slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Watson on first down. Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Watson under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown Texans. Brandon Cooks for his 19th touchdown. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And out across midfield, down to the 45. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Looking to throw. Watson. He's able to find Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Watson throwing on first down. Big hole up the middle, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Oh, that does a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Watson. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On 2nd and very short, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Watson now on 1st down. Going deep this time for Miller. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Got this into the hands of the tight end Jordan. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Darius Leonard, the all-pro, in on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play action, it's Taylor. And it's caught.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough Just bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided.
You want the third quarter already?
No problem. Let's do it. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They go play action with Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Taylor. Another throw for Collins. This one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 23. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Taylor. this throw caught right around the 6. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Lindsey, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Philip Lindsey. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They go play action now. Taylor. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get...
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Another run by Lindsey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Nathan Gary in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OT.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Lindsey. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. This thing is ugly. They continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.